Okay, today we will be discussing about the USCIS fee hike for this year.
那我们今天会讨论到有关于美国移民局的新收费，他们的提高。
A new USCIS fee schedule or a new rule is going to take effect in October 2, 2020.
美国移民局的一个新收费表，又或者接下来我们俗称叫规则，将于2020年的10月2日生效。
So that's less than a month from now.
那就是少于1个月的时间即将生效。
The new fee scheme will bring about the following changes.
新的收费方案或者所谓的规则呢，将会有以下这些改变。
First of all, it increases the cost for most applications and petitions.
第一个就是它会大大增加大多数申请或请愿书的费用。
It will also impose new fees on certain applications that previously weren't subject to a fee.
它也会征收一些新的费用，那就是说有一些项目它其实并没有曾经有费用的，现在会增加。
And it also, the third would be, it makes it harder to ask for a fee waiver or to ask to be exempted from paying a fee.
另外一个就是费用豁免呢，其实会更加难以获得，甚至就是如果你申请也很难受到批准。
Any application that is postmarked or filed on October 2 or later must include the new fees.
任何在10月2日或者以后的日期之后才加这个盖戳或者印章的时候，或者以后这个日期之后提交申请，都必须包括新的费用。
As a practical advice, I would suggest that if you're filing something, make sure it arrives there on October 2.
那有一个小提示，就是说，如果你在申请任何东西的话，那最好是它能够在10月2号之前到达那个移民局。
Also, currently, take note that the case has been filed by a group led by the American Immigration Lawyers Association to stop the fee hike from taking effect on October 2.
不过现在有一个就是美国移民律师协会呢，带头一个小组在8月20号之前提起了诉讼，就希望能够阻止10月2日生效的加费。
So there is a possibility that the fee hike might not take effect on October 2, but for now it's best to assume that it's going to go ahead.
这代表就是有可能10月2号这个即将生效的新费用是不一定会发生，不过最好我们现在就要有那个心态，就是说其实这个应该会生效，这样子面对。
The new rule affects those who are seeking immigration through family petitions, through asylum, or even those who are trying to get their green cards through work on employment.
那新规则就会影响那些通过家庭请愿、寻求庇护、工作甚至就业寻求移民的人士。那它会影响sorry, go ahead.
It also affects those citizenship applications.
这也会影响想要入籍申请的人士。
If you go to the USCIS website, you will see the long list of all the fees that is going to be affected.
如果你到移民局的网站，你会看到非常长的费用加价的这个清单。
I will go through. I will show you a sampling of the list later.
我等一下会给大家看一看这清单上面到底有些什么东西。
Okay, so we are going to discuss some of the key changes, especially those that might affect you.
今天我们主要谈到的是主要的变化，甚至就是会影响到今天在座每一位的一些内容。
While there are a few filing fees that are reduced, most of them will drastically increase.
尽管有一些申请费用减少了，可是大多数的移民申请费用呢，都会以剧烈的增加。
For instance, the citizenship applications are the N400. They will increase by over 80% in filing fees.
比如说 N400这个申請是關於公民申請，那它的費用會增加80%以上。
Right now, the filing fee is $640. But after October 2, it will be $1,170.
現在的申請費用呢是640塊，可是在10月2號更改期之後呢，就會升到1170塊。
If you file online, you will get $10 less, so it will be $1,160.
那如果你在线上提交文件的话，则是可以减少10塊美元，所以就變成1160塊。
But just as a practical consideration, if you file online, you can do the filing even at night, so you don't have to drop it in a mailbox or something. You can meet the deadline more easily.
那我们以一个比较实际的方向去思考，就是如果你在线上申请的话，你就算晚上也可以提交，就不需要有担心说你要隔天早上才到邮局那里把申请寄出去。
The new rule also eliminates the possibility of a fee waiver for naturalization applications.
该规则其实也消除了入籍申请费用豁免的可能性，就是对于 I-912。
We will discuss that more later.
那我们等一下会继续在关于这个讨论。
Another change will be on asylum applications or the 1589.
另外一个有更改的就是 I-589的庇护申請。
The asylum applications used to be free, or there's no fee for it.
那以前呢，关于庇护申請其實是沒有需要繳納申請費的。
But now USCIS will charge $50 for asylum applications.
現在反而移民局將會要求庇護申請者收50塊美元。
Aside from that, the asylum applicants also have to pay a biometrics fee of $30.
这50塊以上呢，他還需要另外支付30塊美元來去取得這個指紋識別。
And also $550 for EAD or work permits.
然後他們還必須繳550塊美元的工作許可證費用。
Fee waivers are eliminated for most applications.
對於大多數的一些申請過程呢，其實是免除了費用豁免。
In fact, the new rule takes away all fee waivers except for their specified few that the law requires them to give fee waivers.
甚至就是說，這個新規則呢，取消了除了極少數情況以外，所有的費用豁免規定其實都沒有了。
So an example of this would include VAWA self-petitioners, which is those who are victims of violence against women.
唯一可以尋求豁免費用的人呢，包括反婦女暴力法的自訴人，就是那些受暴力的婦女，他們可以申請。
The T non-immigrants or victims of human trafficking.
又或者是說 T 非移民或人口販運的受害者。
The U non-immigrants or victims of certain criminal activities.
还有 U 非移民或者因为某些犯罪活动而受害的人。
And also, even if you did qualify, it's also harder to qualify for a fee waiver because the new rule lowers the poverty benchmark to avail of a fee waiver.
就算你可以达到就是申请豁免的资格，可是因为新规则将贫困基准的线降低了，所以就是所以就会影响了费用豁免。
For citizenship applications, currently you can file for a reduced rate of $320 if you're earning below a certain level. This reduced option will be eliminated in the new rules.
对于一些公民身份申请人呢，你其实目前为止，如果你的收入是在某个水平之间的话，你是可以申请减免费率，就是320块。可是新的规则将会取消这种减免的选项。
So just to recap, if you're filing for a naturalization, there's no fee waiver and there's no reduced fee either. Everybody pays the same $1,170.
所以我们总括而言，想要申请就是入籍的人士呢，就再也不会有任何减免的选择，甚至就是也没有费用豁免的可能性。所有人都是要交1170块美元。
Now we're going on a green card application, work permit, and advance parole or travel permit.
我们现在要再讨论关于绿卡申请、工作许可证申请以及提前假释的旅行许可证申请。
Currently, when you apply for a green card or the 485, you pay a one-time fee of $1,225, and that includes EAD and a travel permit and your biometrics.
目前呢，当你申请 I-485，就是申请绿卡的时候呢，你是支付一笔一次性的费用。那这一次性的费用也包括工作许可证、旅行许可证以及指纹识别文件。
And if you renew your work permit or your travel permit, that the renewals are free for as long as USCIS still hasn't given you your green card yet.
那如果移民局还没给你绿卡的前提底下，如果你需要申请，就是重新续签你的工作许可证和旅行许可证的时候呢，这些续签都是免费的。
Because it's already included in the filing fee that you paid the first time.
因为这些都包括在你第一次给的那个一次性费用里面。
Under the new rule, the fee for the same bundle of service will increase to $2,270.
在新的规则底下呢，就是10月2号之后生效的，就是那个整个全部的费用加起来已经升到2270美元。
And not only that, every 1 year or 2 years, if you want to renew your work permit or your travel permit, you have to pay for that separately. $550 for the work permit and $590 for the travel permit.
那这个就是说，如果你1-2年之后你要重新续签你的工作许可证或者你的提前就是旅行许可证呢，你需要另外加付这个550美元或者590美元。
So the total for both the travel and the work renewal is $1,140.
如果这两个加起来续约的话，就总共就是1140块美元了。
So the renewals are no longer free.
所以续签不再是免费的。
So important if you are planning to file any of the petitions or applications that might affect you, you might want to consider filing before the new fees take effect.
所以总括而言呢，如果你是想要申请以上我们提到的任何一个申请书的话，那就请你尽快在10月2号之前把它填完并交出去。
So there is no question that the new rule impacts immigration options by making it harder and more burdensome, especially for low-income and vulnerable people like refugees and asylum seekers.
毫无疑问的就是新规定会使移民规定更加困难和繁重，而且特别对于低收入人群或者难民、寻求庇护的人这些弱势群体而言呢，会有更加严重的影响。
The impact for citizenship applications also mean that those eligible to apply may delay it, preventing them from voting and fully participating in our democracy.
另外一个要思考的就是对于公民身份申请的人，就是有一些有资格申请的人，因为费用增加，可能就会延迟自己的申请，然后这个从而就会使他们无法投票，甚至没有办法参与我们的民主。
And so, although there is an injunction case to possibly delay or stop the new rules, for now we should assume that the new fees will take effect on October 2.
所以，尽管有一个禁止令有可能会延迟甚至停止这新规则，但是现在我们应该假设新费用将于10月2号生效。
Yeah, and this might be a decisive factor for some of you who have been delaying your plans.
那这可能对于某些延迟计划的人来说，是个决定性的因素，让你做决定。
I will show you a list of the. Can you see this?
所以现在我们要看一下，就是移民局的网站上面的列出来的所有费用改变。
Okay, so for example, if you lose your green card, now you cannot apply for a waiver. So if you lost a copy of your green card or you misplaced it, you want to apply for it, you have to pay $405 if you file electronically or $415 if you do it by paper.
那比方说呢，现在目前为止，如果你想要去重新就是申请你的绿卡呢，就比方说你不见了，或者你不知道找不到了，所以你要重新就是提交申请的话，那你可以申请减免费用，所以只需要交405块，或者如果你用纸申请的话，就415块。
Yeah, because before you can ask for a waiver if you're low income, but now you cannot.
那因为以前呢，你如果在某个贫困线以下呢，你是可以申请减免的。可是现在10月2号之后就没有这个情况了。
The I-130 filing for relative will increase from 535 to 550. That's not a very big increase.
那另外一个就是比方说你为你的家人申请的话，就是 I-130，那它费用增加会到550块，其实没有增加很多。
So anyway, this is just a short list of those that are affected, but actually, if you go to the entire list, it is very long. I'm just showing you this a short 3-page screen of some of the increases.
那以上你看到荧幕上面列出来只有3页，其实只是所有有费用更改的一小部分。如果你上官网的话，你会看到更加多的费用改变。
Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, we'll take your questions.
那我现在准备的分享就到这里。如果你们有什么问题的，我们现在可以发出提问。